So today I'm making a video about plastic-free periods. I'm going to talk about reusable menstrual pads and also menstrual cup. I'll start off by talking about the menstrual cup because that's what I got first. So this is a menstrual cup. This is the Diva cup, and the reason I got the Diva cup is simply because it's the first menstrual cup I ever heard of. It was £20 from Superdrug, and this will last me around 10 years before I should buy another one. I wash it with the Diva Wash, which I got for £10, and it's lasted me a really long time. I've had this all for about a year now, and I think I'm like halfway through the wash, so both things are really good value for money. So I'm going to talk about like how to use it first. You get two different types of menstrual cup. You get type 1 and type 2, I think, or like size 1 and size 2. But on the packet it says what size you're meant to be, so you don't need to worry about that. I'm whichever one I was told to be. And this is what it looks like. It's got sort of little capacity things on the side to show how much it's filled up, like how many millilitres of period are in it. It used to have a longer stalk, but you're meant to trim it. And the stalk is how you sort of like pull it out. So to put it in, it tells you all of this, but I'll just go through it. You sort of push some of it in until it looks like a triangle, with it looking like that, and a triangle. You then would insert it, and then once it's inserted it opens up, but you're meant to sort of pinch it and twist it around just to make sure it's sealed, and then once it's sealed it won't leak. You can wear this for a maximum of 12 hours, but this is what I do. So at the start of my period I'm really heavy, and for the first 2 days, and then I'll be moderate for the next 3, and then for the last 2 days of my period I'll be really light. So when I'm heavy I'll wear this probably for about 5 hours before I'd need to take it out, empty it and then put it back in again so it doesn't start leaking. But when I'm only moderate, then I can leave this in for 12 hours and have no problems. The only issue is when I'm light on my period. It's quite hard to insert when you're light on your period, which is why I got these. So that's like how to use it and sort of how long you should wear it for based on your flow. So how to wash it? Well, when I get in the shower I take it out, and then when I get out of the shower I just wash it. I use a little bit of this, rub it all around on the Diva cup, and then rinse it with hot water, and that's fine. And then at the end of your period you're meant to boil it, so you're meant to put it in a pan, put boiling water on it, and then bring it to the boil and boil it for about 10 minutes, and this just sterilises it so it's still hygienic. It's all really easy to wash. There aren't any problems with it. You can easily take it out in public, although there is now this new menstrual cup called the Tulip cup, but they've got a new design where if you pinch the stalk, that's how the period empties out, which I think looks really cool actually. If I didn't have the Diva cup I would probably get that because it looks really cool, but I get on perfectly with the Diva cup, so I'm going to stick with it. Maybe when I need to change it in from now, probably like 9 years time, I might try out that Tulip cup. So this costs £20, as I said, from Superdrug. This costs £10. I've still got loads of this left even after a year, and I get on with both really fine. It's easy to wash, it's comfortable, it doesn't leak if I take it out when I'm meant to. It's easy to take out in public, you don't need to worry about it throughout the day, so it's great. So a review, I'd probably give it out of 5, 4.5, because for a while I didn't insert it properly, and I left it in for a little bit too long when I was on my heavy flow, so it did leak. And on the website it says that it doesn't leak, but that is probably just my problem. It isn't the design fault, it's just me not taking it out when I was meant to. But now I take it out, and sort of after 5 hours when I'm on a heavy flow, then it doesn't leak at all. I don't need to worry about it, which is always good because you don't want to be on your period and be really paranoid. That is the worst. So now I'll move on to reusable menstrual pads. I recently got these and I really like them. If you follow me on Instagram, and I'll put a link in the description below, then you'll see that I recently got these, and I started a question on my stories of ask me about plastic-free periods, and lots of the questions were based on these. So if you have any questions about these which I don't answer in this video, go and follow my Instagram, go and look at the eco-friendly highlight of my story, and after a few clicks through it, then you'll get to the questions. But if you have any questions which I don't answer at all, then comment or ask me on my Instagram, and I'd be really happy to answer them. So I have 4 menstrual pads. That's because I have a menstrual cup, so I don't need loads. If I didn't have a menstrual cup, I would probably need more than this to cover my whole period. But the reason I got these is so that when I'm too heavy on my period, so that I have to regularly change this, I don't personally like changing this in public. So what I would rather do is wear one of these out in public. And then also when I'm light on my period, this is quite difficult to wear. It's quite difficult to insert. So that is when these come in really handy. So I've got 2 different brands here. I just love both of them so much. These are both from Rag Hag Shop, and I've got their business card here. And I'll put a link in the description below to their Etsy and their Instagram. They're really cool. This design is called Animal Rights, and it just has a cow on it saying not your milk, chicken on it saying not your eggs, and stuff like that. And this one was called Save Our Planet, I think. It's just got lots of eco-friendly symbols on there. You know, I like to stick with the theme of, you know, stuff I'm passionate about. Both brands wash in the same way, so I'll cover washing them in a set. These 2 are from Pussy Pads. I love these. I haven't worn these 2 yet. I've worn these 2 once. I'll say how I got on with them in a sec. This one is a periodic table. Both brands have fleece on the back. It's so soft. The colours are so bright. It's lush. And this one is a Donald Trump one, which is great because he once made a comment saying grab him by the pussy. So me perioding all over his face is my response to that. So this is their business card. This is Pussy Pads. And again, I'll link them in the description to their shop and their Instagram. They're a local business. They're from Herefordshire, so I like to support them. They all come with washing instructions, so you don't need to worry or anything. But this is sort of what they say, and I'll say what I do as well. So Pussy Pads say that you rinse them in cold water or you soak them in a bucket, and you can use a stain stick for stubborn stains, but you can't use bleach on them. You can wash them with all of your clothes at a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius, and then you dry them by drip drying them. Or you can put them in the tumble dryer on a low setting. You're not allowed to use fabric conditioner because this reduces their absorbency. So what I do personally is very similar to this. I soak them in a bucket of cold water until all of the period blood has come out of the reusable menstrual pads. And then once all of the period blood has come out, then I'll put them in warm water which has washing powder in. And this is how I will wash them. So I haven't put them in the washing machine. I could, but instead I just decided to put them in a bucket of warm water with washing up powder until they were clean. I left them for a day or so, and after that I rinsed them loads to get all of the washing powder out and then drip dries them. They're a little bit creased from the drying, but obviously that's because you don't iron them. There aren't any stains on them, they're completely clean and they're completely hygienic. So I love them. I love the designs just so much. They have so many designs on their websites and I just really recommend. So this Donald Trump one was £8.50. It is 9 inches in length and it's for a medium flow. This periodic table one was £7.50 and it's the same size as the Donald Trump one. And these 2 were both £7.45 and they're the same length and for the same absorbency as the other 2. The amazing thing about reusable menstrual pads is you can sort of customise them in a way. You can get sort of 5-inch ones to 11-inch ones. You can get low absorbency, so panty liners. You can get heavy flow ones. So you can get like 11 inches for a medium flow, or you could get a 5-inch one for a light flow, or as I have, a 9-inch one for a medium flow. So you can get whatever fits you, which I love so much. When you're out and about, if you need to change it, then that's really easy as well. So obviously usually you would put a disposable one in the bin and forget about it and then change it. But obviously with these you don't, so you have to sort of think, well, I don't really want period blood going everywhere in my bag, so what am I supposed to do? Well, what I do is I take them out my pants, and then just say there's period all over here, I can then fold it up. And the poppers on the wings mean that when you clip it together, there we go, it's sort of like a little envelope. And this means that it will stay secure, it will stay closed. You can put it in a little like makeup bag maybe, just to keep it separate from all your belongings, and then when you get home you can open it up again and soak it in a bucket of water. And at the end of your period, after you've soaked all of them, you can then wash them all together. So they're fine for out and about, they're really reliable, they absorb well, they fold up. So as a review, I think I give them actually a 5 out of 5 because they're really comfy, they're soft, they don't stain, they're easy to wash. You can just soak them in water and forget about them for a couple of days. Like, they're just great, and the designs are fab, like they're such cute designs. The bigger like lengths you go and the higher absorbency you go, the more expensive they are. Not hugely, I think the most expensive one on Pussy Pads was £11, and that was for like 11 inches heavy flow. So that's sort of like a nighttime one. Mine are more like daytime ones, sort of like medium flow, 9 inches. And as I said, they were like between £8 and £7 kind of thing. So that is my review on reusable menstrual care. I really hope you enjoy this video. I will, as I said, link their shops in the description, and I'll link my Instagram in the description as well, simply because that is where I talk a lot about eco-friendly stuff, being zero waste, and I think it will help you guys out for any advice that you need if I haven't yet made a video on whatever you're thinking about. Please comment below about any questions that you have or what you think about these. I don't know when I'll next make a video, so bear with. If you want me to make any specific videos, comment below any suggestions, and if it's sort of based on the topic of zero waste and sustainability, I'd be happy to make it. So as I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great week and goodbye.